Hey, it's Jason, your friendly aspiring YouTuber, and it's been a bit since I gave you an update about my YouTube life. What am I up to? What videos am I making? What new technology am I using? Let's have a little conversation, and in a few minutes I'll give you some of those updates and give you a tune-in as to what's to come. So it's been a busy past couple months, and I would say honestly this year in my overall YouTube journey. I started the year on a strong note, lots of traffic, lots of new subscribers, and it kind of leveled off a little bit. And I'm stuck at about 150 to 160. It goes up, I lose some, it goes up. And some of the ones I'm losing are, I've had some YouTube shorts really do quite well and gave me a big influx of traffic and subscribers, and I think those are kind of dying off. I got hit with a bunch of bots, no idea why, but they would leave a comment less than a second after I published a new video, and that was super annoying, and I think YouTube has finally scrubbed those bots and gotten rid of them. I am putting a lot of emphasis as to what's my next step in my YouTube journey. I'm going to actually be talking with somebody Friday that claims to be an expert, just to kind of bounce some ideas off of a mastermind type of group to see what they think of some of the ideas I have planned. So what are some changes that I've made to my YouTube channel? Let's unpackage that a little bit. So I've made a few changes. Most notably, I've really upped my B-roll footage. I'm trying to use some of my own footage for B-rolls. So if I'm talking about a car, I like to show kind of a drone photo of the vehicle. I've really put a lot of emphasis on, I hope, the hooks of my videos. I'd like to have thought people were clicking into them because they wanted an answer to the topic, you know, how to fix something or something about the car. And I quickly discovered I've got to make sure I snag them very quickly from the beginning. So I put an emphasis on that. I'm doing a lot with drones now. Now I'm not flying them high, though in some cases just, 2 or 3 feet away from me. But it lets me get a different perspective with some of the DJI drones of, projects I'm working on. And since I've liked the drone usage so much, I'm in the process of getting my Part 107 certification so I can actually use more intense drones and actually go up high and do aerial photos and whatnot in my videos. I hope to have the Part 107 done, hopefully in a couple of weeks or months at the latest. I've also stuck to my every Sunday at 6 p.m. a long form video, and I was doing every other Sunday for YouTube short. And for about 4 weeks, I went to daily, and that really helped. I mean, I saw a giant spike of traffic. But are those YouTube shorts helping my channel? I don't know. But what I do think about YouTube shorts, I do feel YouTube shorts has 2 distinctive groups. I have my shorts visitors, and then I have my long form visitors. I do like to imagine there's a little bit of overlap. And one of the topics that I'm talking with this consultant about on Friday is, you have this whole thing of, a specific type of niche that you're going after for your user base. Now, one of the things that I'm doing is I'm trying to focus on cars, DIY, and adventures, and a lot of times that user has overlap. If you're into my car videos, you're probably doing a bit of DIY, and if you're doing a bit of DIY, you're probably into the type of ventures that I'm going on, which are car related in many cases. So I like to consider it almost like demographic targeting or something. I'm looking at a very specific type of visitor that has those interests versus just the interest of one. I fear that might be hurting my channel a little bit from sheer growth, but it helps me avoid burnout, and that's really important in this business. I just do not want to get bored creating something about cars 100%. Now, going back to drones, I just bought the Procentic Atom 2 because that will allow you to track a car at low speeds. So when I'm doing a little drive, that should enable me to get in the driver's seat and have the drone come up behind me. I think that would be really good for B-roll footage. At least that's what I'm telling myself and hoping for. It's really hard not to get discouraged on this journey though, because as much as you don't want to compare yourself to others, we all do it. We all look at the other channels that are similar to ours and see incredible growth and lots of comments. And, you know, I don't have the tight community like I would want. Unfortunately, a lot of my videos, people get what they want. They learn how to fix a car or how to, you know, what the event looked like that they didn't go to, or, you know, any manner of those aspects, and they don't really, you know, comment as much as I would like. So I tried a few giveaways, and I had just a handful of people interested in the giveaways, so that didn't create the community I wanted, but I'm gonna continue to push for it. And one of the ways I'm gonna push to create deeper community is with paid memberships on YouTube. Now, paid memberships have been available to me quite a bit on YouTube, and I never took advantage of it. I've decided, why am I not? And the way I'm gonna try to create more community is a lot of my videos are scheduled way in advance. So instead of making people wait to see when the video gets scheduled, I'm gonna use paid memberships and give people access to all of those videos right away. And I think that might be an incentive. And I'm only gonna charge $2.99 a month. They'll also get some cool emojis. They'll get call outs on the videos. I'm hoping that creates more of a jams.net community that I aspire to have. Let me know if you have any experience with that, or ultimately what you think. Even with some of the challenges that I faced, I've had a lot of really good wins. The comments I do get are really nice and prove that people appreciate the content that I'm creating. I was invited on a media pass to Lufka, which is a Porsche car show in Durham, North Carolina. Media access gets me better access to film some of the cars that are at the event. So that's a really big win. And my growth is good. I'm getting a lot of sponsorships still for various automotive and DIY projects. So my data is nice and steady. I don't have huge dips. I've had a little bit of attrition of subscribers, but we're not talking thousands. We're talking, you know, hundreds over the course of, 2 months or so, which I kind of expected when I had a huge spike. One of my most watched videos is me converting VHS videos to digital, and that gives me a boatload of subscribers and international traffic, which then they probably see my automotive content. Thus, it gets to the whole, Jason, you're not focused on one topic challenge. Am I having fun doing this? Absolutely. I'm having a ton of fun doing it. I'm meeting cool people. I'm filming what I want. I bought a lot of new equipment. I'm doing stuff with the drones. So it's a lot of fun. But boy, I am feeling a little bit overwhelmed. It's a lot of work. I try to do it once my son goes to bed at night, do all my editing. All my filming is typically done on the weekends or if I have a day off work. And it's a lot. But I still have videos queued up. I still have a lot of good videos I want to do. And my advice to you, possibly as an aspiring YouTuber yourself, just keep your head up and keep doing what you like doing. And don't let some of the stuff get you down. I want to double my growth over the next 36 months. So over the next 3 years, I want jams.net to be 300,000 subscribers and my traffic volumes to be double. That's slow growth. That's what I'm looking to do. And I'm hoping at some point, jams.net can be my primary business and I can retire from corporate America. And this will be what I do for income and for my actual business. So that's my story, an update as a YouTuber. And I'm really I've really gotten some remotivation. And I'm really gonna try to up my game completely. I did a lot of that with better videos this year, more time editing, and I'm gonna try to put more business sense into it, and I'm gonna do my absolute best to grow, and I'm gonna share with you all of the tips that I get. So, hey, it's Jason. This is the behind the scenes look at me, Jason, channel jams.net, trying to become a YouTuber and trying to just get better. Even though I'm not an expert at any of it, I'm just doing my absolute best. best. If you heard anything that intrigues you, let me know in the comments. And if you have any tips for me, let me know. And please, I don't need any more SEO emails. I get about 50 a day from people. I want to know how I can actually make this brand grow without some of the basic SEO tactics that people completely bomb me with. Have a great day. Hope to hear from you, and let me know how you're doing. Let's talk. Let's partner. Let's share ideas. See you soon.